There we go. So, apologize for any odd noise. Just wanted to do a quick little, a quick little load order review here of what I'm doing in Fallout 4, just so you can see there's really nothing amazing about it or anything. I don't have like hundreds of mods. It's pretty short and sweet compared to Skyrim. And we haven't done a spotlight on all these mods, and I will try to do some of these because they're pretty, do what I can. They're pretty simple. Of course, the unofficial patch up there. This you need, because this is that Armor Smith workbench. It's keyword. It's craziness. It allows you to it allows the modders to develop a lot of the mods that they do. So I don't think there's much I can. I don't think there's much I can say about this one. It's just one that you need. It sets up some framework, and then I think this one kind of goes with it. In that it, I think the two kind of pair together. Not that you have to have the two together, but this one changes a lot of the armor so that like it says, every outfit in the game can be worn under armor pieces, and etc. And all armor pieces should show when equipped. Now the difference is I have invisible armors. So that actually I don't have to have my armor show. I can, but I don't have to. So when you get that modded suit that you want, like the Fear suit or something, and you can put invisible armors on your character or on your follower, and the suit that you want them to have will still show. So let's see. I may not be as good at describing all of these and what they do. I haven't messed with the Fallout 4 modding as much, so disclaimer there. And I am not an expert. Never claimed to be an expert. So I'm getting better since I've come back to this, and I'm doing this again. Cheat room, of course. This is probably, just like in Skyrim, this is probably the single best mod, in my opinion, to do what I like to do. This settlement electricity overhaul. Pardon me, got a frog this morning. I am having some coffee, so we'll try to clear that up. But basically the electricity overhaul, basically it allows you to do wireless electricity, and it works very well. Some modded items will not accept the wireless power. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. So let's see. So I kind of explained that already. This is FreeMaker. I always like to find something that just allows me to make a bunch of stuff for free, and this works really well. All the things that are not from mods, are free to make, and this tells you everything that you can make, and it's free to make. So it's nice. Rich vendors, of course. This infinite settlement resources. It does allow you to build these god items, which max out your food and water and power and defense. The only thing is, like I said, the defense, the laser turrets, they did not accept my wireless power. So I had to use normal turrets. So just be aware, sometimes something from a mod is not going to accept your wireless power. No more wetness. That's because when it rains, everything shines like chrome in this game. I don't know what they thought they were doing, but it just looks too weird. So I'm using this because it's just too much. It's way too much. Then Out of This World and Pilgrim's Moon. It just gives me the idea that we're actually on an alien planet. It's not really Earth. Maybe it's an alternate Earth or an alternate timeline or universe or something like that. It's more sci-fi for me, so I kind of like it. Display enhancements. I love this mod, but I can't change the saturation and stuff in this game like you can in Skyrim. For some reason, it really messes up the lighting. So I don't know. I'm going to continue to play with it. Maybe I need to find something where I can turn the bloom off. Maybe that would help. Because I know I do that in Skyrim, and that may make the difference. So we're going to try that. So here I disable God Rays and Lens Flare, both of which I don't like. It does. Lens Flare gives me a headache anyway. However, God Rays, I do understand. There truly are God Rays. I've seen them and taken pictures of them in real life, but they just don't occur exactly the way they do it in the games. That's all. So, it's not that they don't exist, but they just don't occur like they have it happen in the games. Anyway, the God Rays is kind of a lighting effect that bothers me because it doesn't work very well for my purposes. Clean water. I just like the idea that it's been a few hundred years and the water is clean. I don't know. It's just me. I decided I wanted clean water. These are the cheat room DLC packs. This is a little happy maker. It helps make your settlements happy. It's really just kind of a jukebox. But, if it makes the settlers happy, that's great. I've only done, in my little modded playthrough, I've only done Sanctuary. And in my vanilla playthrough, I've not done Sanctuary. Well, yeah, I've done parts of Sanctuary, but I've not done everything. Because I'm really not into all the crafting that much. But in the modded playthrough, I can easily have all the items I need to craft. And I can easily carry a lot, so it's a different situation. Whereas in the vanilla game, I don't feel like scrounging that much and carrying all that stuff and trying to deal with that. So then we have CBBE, and it's a pretty big mod, especially for Fallout 4. But it's the best I can find for the girls in this game. If someone knows of something better, let me know. It's just hard to find any other body or any other clothes that are made other than for CBBE in Fallout. It's not the same in Skyrim. In Skyrim, you have a lot of options, but not so much here in Fallout 4. So, and this basically replaces, I think this replaces most, if not all, of the vanilla outfits. So, let's see, it says 65 outfits completed so far. So maybe that's not all, but that's a lot. So then we have, for the Institute, I decided, since I'm doing kind of a Halo Star Wars mashup, I decided for the Institute, they would be clone troopers, and they would have Star Wars clone trooper armor and weapons. hopefully this works. I've not gotten to any of the Institute people yet, so I'm hoping this will work. We'll see. But these are my replacers for armor and clothing. This is just the female bikini never nude replacer. These are big, and that's Project Helljumper, and that's the ODST armor that I have, and I have Piper wearing. And this is the Halo weapons. Both of these are good size, as you can see, pretty big. But for my purposes right now, doing the Halo Star Wars mashup, it's pretty fun. This is really huge too, the Institute armor replacer, but I just thought I would try to have some fun with it. You'll notice I don't have a lot of free space, so it's going to be a while before I get through this little bit of playthrough, and then I'll do more spotlights on some other mods. But for right now, these are the ones I'm working on, and I don't know, hopefully that'll be fun. The pip pad, I like the pip pad. It's not suitable for everything, but you really need it for this armor, which I'm using the Master Chief armor. If you don't have the pip pad, the armor just really blocks, I think, more than 50% of your Pip-Boy view. Excuse me, so it makes it really hard to use. So this adds all those outfits that they replaced. This adds a craftable version of them. It says it does not replace any existing outfits because they're already replaced above, but it does replace vanilla combat and leather armor chest pieces, and randomly adds outfits to the world via leveled lists. Excuse me. Let's see, they're craftable at the chem station. You must have a vanilla outfit as the ingredient to craft classy outfits. Okay, so and it does have some classy, what they call classy outfits, some cooler outfits that you can craft, and you have to have the vanilla ones. So these are additional. I guess I wasn't saying this right. These are additional outfits, and I haven't played around with this. We'll have to really look at this sometime and see what all we have. So anyway, from what I've seen, this and the replacer up here seem to work well, and this seems to work well. Let's see. So here's the fear suit. This is my favorite little suit all around. It has a cool sci-fi look, and it's nice. I was having Piper wear that, but I decided to have her wear the ODST outfit instead. So that was a choice. This is that, you might remember one of my videos where John's face was brown, and I think one or two of the NPCs' faces were brown. I had to download this and put it in my load order to fix that. I don't know why that happened. I did not mod John's face at all. And I didn't do anything to the NPC either, so I don't know what caused it. Maybe it was just trying on different armors and outfits, but nonetheless, it was strange. So, but since I've had this in my load order, that seems to have been taken care of. So this ponytail hairstyles, I had to have that for, I think I had to have it for this. Yeah, the Azar ponytails. And I had to have it, I think, again for, did I have to have it for Piper? Yes, I had to have it for Piper. And for Kate, if you want to use these. Now, I don't think you need it for Curie, though she will not look like that until I think you have to get to the end of her quest line to get her to look like that. Nonetheless, so, and I like these anyway, and it's small. It's not like some of the others, like And then here's just adds just a few hairstyles for guys, and this is pretty much self-explanatory. It's just eyes, and this helps your girls have clean faces. I need to find something that helps them have clean bodies, because my goodness, everybody is filthy in this game. This is worse than Skyrim. Skyrim was pretty bad, but this is worse. And why is everybody always so ugly? I mean, Bethesda, come on. I mean, can't you just make some decent looking people? Does everybody have to be ugly? I mean, I hope when they do, I forgot the name of the game, the sci-fi game that they're working on. Maybe they'll do some decent looking people in that, and they won't all be horrible looking. And I hope it has a different aesthetic than like Fallout or Outer Worlds. I hope it has. I would like for it to have more of a sort of a Star Trek or Mass Effect type of aesthetic, where it's I don't know, more of a clean and, I don't know, really futuristic looking sci-fi, rather than junkyard sci-fi or that kind of thing. I don't know how else to say it. It's just a lot of the sci-fi stuff like Fallout and Outer Worlds, and what else? There's some others. The Rage and Rage 2, and anyway, some of these are all post-apocalyptic, or they're set in the future, but it's like the junkyard of the future. Everything just looks like they've pulled everything off the scrap heap, and it doesn't really, to me, resemble futuristic in the way that I'm thinking of it. It's kind of like the difference, like in Star Trek, where Star Trek has a lot of clean lines and everything's futuristic in a clean, nice way. I don't know how else to say it. It's just got a good, clean aesthetic for the most part. And though I admit some of the newer ones are a little different, but for the most part, the classic, the Next Generation, and the classic Star Trek. And then you go to like Star Wars has, it and Battlestar Galactica have a little bit of a mishmash. Parts of the tech, like especially like the Empire parts and the Cylons, has clean, really good tech that looks clean and nice and good clean lines and everything. But that's like only the bad guys have that, which is kind of funny. And then the good guys, the Rebels and the Galactica and all that looks a lot rougher and a lot less clean and nice. It looks a lot more, not quite junkyardy, but it looks rougher and more primitive. So why did I get into that discussion? Well, anyway, it's not even a discussion because you can't talk back. But